to be sure what I feel. Isn't it funny how songs just pop into your head?
Your heart is in a place of true happiness. The one you love is closer than you think. It is this loved one that will allow the answer to be yes.
I love that one, Zoltan. You know what? I'm going to blow bubbles just for you. I love that truth. Sometimes we think Zoltan's a jerk, but that's okay. We're going to pull a couple cards for Kelly. And by the way, Kelly doesn't live in Canada. She lives in California. That's how smart I am. So help. There's a card that says help and tenderness. I think help is an alchemical concept of using allies and using elements and animals and water and food and people all around you, using your hands, playing a song or music that gets something out of you and brings something to you. I don't envision help like surrendering to someone saying, please help me, and then you're under their control, blah, blah, and you feel, uncomfortable having somebody give you something without, that's not what I don't think that's what help is. I think that help is understanding that nature is your ally. And you as a creative person have the ability to write a book, to sing a song, to make a pile of rocks, create your whole world. And you use the help of your hands and nature and a myriad of other things to encourage your childlike self, because we cannot have power until the child feels safe to come out within your heart. When our inner child can't speak through our mouth and we can't be silly, sometimes I can be so egotistical. I used to be really egotistical because I had low self-worth and self-importance. And so when I had all these ideas and when I spoke, it wasn't a child speaking. It was a hurt adult speaking. And it will come across as, let me tell you something, like that. But the child's voice is just living in the moment going, hey, I love you. You want to be my best friend for today? Yay. And just living in the moment and being free, right? And the inner child has to be rescued. And this is the movie Labyrinth. We have to walk the labyrinth, find the baby, the inner child. The inner child holds all your power. And then when through tenderness and help, we find ourselves in a place where we don't feel alone. And we actually step into our power. It's like, well, wonderful. Let Mushi anoint your piece with rose essential oil that has 320 hertz frequency. A healthy human being resonates around 70 to 100 hertz. A person with a compromised immune system has about 60 hertz frequency. And when you are near death, you are at 25 hertz or less. Dun, dun, dun. But alas, there is no such thing as death. So we like to activate your piece. Why? Because it's fun. Because it gives you magic. And your inner child loves magic. Bubbles, glitter, dancing, being silly, playing hide and go seek, games, things like that, including making mistakes. Oh, what is this mistake that is happening to me right now? My seat won't work. Okay, there we go. If I hear a song in my head, it's a song just for you. Maybe the words, there's one word for you, maybe two words. Not really sure. Highway run, into the midnight sun. Wheels go round and round, you're on my mind. Thank you, Spirit, for showing us the energy of Kelly, and anyone who wants to step forward to talk to Kelly, to show Kelly where she is, where she's going, through this telepathic vision. Thank you. Restless hearts, sleep alone tonight. I'm sending all my love along the wire. They say that the road ain't no place to start a family. Right down the line, it's been a you and me. Love and a music man ain't always what it's supposed to be. Oh, girl, will you stand by me? I'm forever yours, faithfully. Sorry about the gunshots. My husband we have a gun range and he's practicing his giant guns. It's annoying, really. But what does it mean in spirituality to be doing a reading for you with gunshots in the background? I don't know if somebody had soul sickness or some kind of sickness, but I see someone in a bed. And so, okay, well, let's just look and see what's going on here. Somebody is coming forward to be so happy to see you. Seems to be the main subject here. There's two people, and there's a person in the center. You have an angel. I don't see very many angels in my readings. So it's not very often that I see a being that has like a halo and a wing. Strange shoes. Look at that shoe. All right, so on this shoe is it was an ankh, kind of looking like that, but it looks like a dewdrop, like a water drop, and then it goes like this and this on the shoe. And they're actually literally pulling up, showing you this shoe for whatever reason. And This person says they hear the gunshot. There's a gun shooting. They're talking in real time. They're literally saying they hear a gunshot on their ear. They're saying, I hear a gunshot. There's the gunshot handle. There's the gun. They hear it. That means they're here. They hear, from my perspective, this gun. They hear the gun in the background. And then there's this holy dove. They're wanting you to do what I do when I see a white feather writing on a piece of paper that is a white rabbit. This is, we are in the year 2023, which is the year of the white water rabbit. And you need to write. I just keep seeing a storyteller, but you should you should, there's something about the white feather. And, this is somebody that is coming forward to tell you that you may have a gift. And it says F like that. I'm not quite sure what that means yet. They want you to talk to them through this scrying all the time, so that they want you to know that they seem to hear us. And then you can talk. There's so many symbols coming forward about letters wanting to be said to you. Letters written. This is a song also, letters written that never sent. Kind of like the song... and there's angels and bells and flowers and reunion and protection, really, and wings and angels. And you're a pillar, so you're an earth angel. She packed in the morning, I stepped out the window and I struggled for something to say. Now those aren't the words, but it's, the words are, here you are. I've written you letters that I'd like to send. If you would just send one to me. Song. They're sending you songs. Now they're putting, oh my gosh, this person can hear everything I'm saying. Ah ha ha ha. They heard the gunshot. Now they're hearing the music. All right. So, since you can hear me, tell me who you are, or put in here like whatever you want, Kelly to say. 'Cause I love you more than I loved you before, and now where I'll find shelter, God knows you. So there's a bell here. And so you're going through the marriage. When I see bells like this is the great marriage of spirit and flesh. And the wing of the flower here, and you have a man here behind you. This is you. And a crystal on their head. And then it has something on here that keeps changing letters on me. It said EMA, and then it says EMY, and then it says, maybe it's saying something else. Last dance, last chance. They're sending you songs. Okay, so, Here's a beautiful bird, one of the prettiest birds I've seen. These wings are just gorgeous. This is all about freedom and ascension. This is very, very positive so far. You riding on a rabbit is you beginning to write in the year 2023. And then it says C here with a big C like that. And then there's a treasure box. Inside the treasure box is pictures of you. I don't know, there's people looking at these pictures or looking at a video, and it's a treasure box full of memories, like memorabilia. There's pictures, there's eggs, there's, I don't know, maybe this is gold, but it's a treasure box. And the treasure box is guarded by a dragon. I don't know who this is, but they're funny. They're like taking your ear and winding it with like a music box and saying, well, maybe if I wind her ear up that she can hear me, basically. I don't know who it is. So they're definitely taking your ear with a little thing and taking their fingers and winding your ear like a music box. And I think this is a communication that you will and do have the ability to hear the unseen world, the invisible world. And you're literally putting your hand through a doorway of an invisible world. You have the ability, you're using a hand mudra. These hand mudras are a communication. And the mudra is these mudras, if you hold your hand in a certain position according to this person, you can ask a question, and then you can see or hear something that you hadn't heard before. There's a lighthouse up here, a big lighthouse, shining a big light out like boom, 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 boom. Fast. Fasting. They're wanting to send you lots of messages. Somebody is just taking over your whole page. You have a goose. And there's people up in the heavens in some strange place, and they're all invisible and white, and you can't see them, and they're watching us. Telephone. Old phone. Not the new phone. Strange looking phone. don't know what this symbol is. I think it's a doe or a stag. Yeah, it's a stag, like a lightning strike. I know what that means. Oh, you just fixed a music box. Oh my. Wow. I will have to say that this is so promising for all of us that I'm starting to see us move away from the 12 o'clock position. We're moving to 13 people. We're doing it together. Many of us are no longer in the center. It's not bad to be at 12 o'clock. It's not. It's when we get to 13, 14, this means that we're starting to hear God. We're starting to hear Spirit. We're doing all kinds of things. What is the symbol of the bell? Think of the Polar Express. The little boy didn't believe in magic. You know, he was growing into an adult mind, letting go of his childlike self. And the dimensional train came to take him into a timeline to show him that you should maintain the heart of a child by hearing the bell. The adults can't hear the bell. Only the child can hear the bell. And so this bell that's ringing is the heart of a child, and the bell is over the heart. But it's also a symbol of songs being sent to you. I've done readings before where people who come forward send so many songs, and it ended up being like I call it a cassette tape from like the 70s or 80s or whatever, where we turned the whole reading into a song. They want to send you a bunch of songs, and I think that that's the symbol of the bell and the music. But also they're communicating that they can hear you because everything is on the ear. The Holy Spirit, ear. The gun, ear. The music, ear. And these ears see. And there's a phone. And it says, see you. Your face makes a U. They can see you. They can hear you. It's like, what? You do hand mudras. I don't know what that hand mudra is, but that is and this is a symbol here. For some reason, you are blocking this person. Oh, probably blocking the gun, but you're blocking this particular person, and that usually elbows and knees means block for some reason, and then blocking them. And going into your own portal of your mind, creating your own reality. I don't know who that is. I don't know if I don't see them as being negative, but they have a lighthouse. That's a good thing. But for some reason, maybe you're saluting. I don't know. It does say something FF, and then it says fast. And then it says, I don't know if you, so let me just show you the symbols that you have here. You have this, like a sun, and then it says fast. And then you have this white wolf or white fox or wolf, and it's white with a white bushy tail, touching that. And this person wants to send you 1,000,000 messages. It says, say what you want, but don't leave me, 'cause I love you. Take what you need, but don't leave me. And then there's this bottle pouring out. And then they said, okay, it's not just that song. It's an older song. It's oh yeah, yeah. I love you more than I can say. I love you twice as much tomorrow. Oh, oh. They're tickling that bird. Love you more than I can say. I love you, please, I need you so. So tell me, please, I gotta know. Do you mean to make me cry? So ripples, your heart emits like a frequency, and that wave comes out that can be seen in the invisible world. Your heart emits a frequency that opens portals. So far, if it wasn't for all these individuals coming forward and why you have this symbol here, coming forward to talk to you, there's a top, it's a circle, and then it has a cone on the top and a cone on the bottom. And it says 2022. And there's an eagle. A lot of love, I'll tell you that. A lot of good vibes, a lot of encouragement for you to keep writing. It's your treasure. You have a dragon and a fox. I'm not sure if that's a fox or a wolf. It has a big bushy white tail. The stag is a symbol of your luminous light body that becomes illuminated through electricity. And it's also connected to angels. And they're called electric angels. So you have a lot of angels. You're an earth angel. You're a pillar. You came here to use your energy of your heart to change the world, to bring messages and downloads from God. And you're being encouraged in every single way to do so. But nonetheless, each message has, again, you have the money symbol. Each message that seems to be on the piece of paper, because they're going down, this is about letting go, contracts, the old world diminishing, the old book that we wrote. See, this body makes a book. The old mind, everything is being renewed. So we're just becoming a new person, and we just need to be open to hearing the voice of the new message. You have one drone near you. And to be honest, when I see a drone, I don't know what to say about it, or I don't know what it means. Let me ask. What does the drone mean? Does it mean she's being spied on? That's the crucible. It could possibly mean, the cross and the crucible in between this is a distinct communication, not to take on the thoughts, the feelings, the worries, the illusion of this world. Don't take on people's thoughts or feelings. Don't send your thoughts like a drone to anything or anyone where you will adopt their falseness, because we're creating a new world and a new place. Let your heart ring like a bell, and let that bell vibrate through joy. And your hand mudras, your sun gazing, everything that you do is seen. They see you. They know that you're doing a great job. You are a treasure. You're protected. And if you do find yourself connecting with someone who was a jerk and you start feeling like a jerk, it's okay. Go and remember that that wasn't you. That was your drone, which is your mind. You can just go back into your heart center and go ding and vibrate with your mudras, sun gazing, grounding, and go, that wasn't me. So why does it say fast? Fast from people, fast from the world, and indulge in creating a new world through writing, through the treasure that's in your heart, that golden energy, the golden age of Aquarius. Because so many other energies came forward, I will give you one last little reading here. Would you please tell us what Kelly looks like in her highest timeline? Highest, yeah. Like if you could astral travel, go to the butterfly effect, find Kelly in her highest timeline. What is she doing? What does she look like? And how does she shift there? How do we quantum jump there? They said forever young, forever young, forever young. Oh. You got all kinds of songs. Somebody who loves music. All right, this is who you are. You have a giant hand. To have the hand of God is one of the most significant symbols when you're talking about protection. It's this giant hand. To have the hand of God or even have a mudra of a giant hand is one of the most popular positive symbols one could possess. So it says bliss down here. And there's a mouse, a white mouse. This is a god. It is a body of a god. Your highest self is in the body of a goddess. She's the white mouse. You can call her Mickey Mouse, but she is a place. And you are working with this goddess. So let me show you what I see. So this is the mouse. If you ever watched Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, the mouse is the goddess. She's a god. She transforms into humans and mice. And that's, you have a Mithra hat on, and this is going to take us to Armenia. You look like a child, a cute little child book. Very cute. And what's happening is you and the mouse are holding this triangle, looking at that hand, and the hand is a mirror. It's a portal. It does a myriad of things. It has a crown that's really amazing looking. It goes and there's a mirror. It says mirror, mirror on the wall. There's a woman in the mirror. this person's doing a hand mudra as well. It's a two hands together with two fingers connected to the two fingers on the other side. It's two fingers on one side, two fingers on the other side with both the hands together. It's a mirror. The hand can be a mirror. I didn't know that. This part of your hand, put it up to your eye and envision, and you'll see things according to this, and that you should continue to do something with your hands. I don't know. Anyway, so this is like a slice of cheese for a mouse, right? And it's a triangle shape like this. And there's the feather again. There's a Christ on the cross. It's not a Christ, it's a Pinocchio with a long nose. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this one. I got a couple of feelings. You're wearing like a Celtic or some kind of necklace that goes around like this, and then it goes like this, and this, and this, and then this, and then it swirls and spirals around in some strange knot like this. And And there's another Christ on the cross here. This is becoming very strange. And another Christ on the cross. And the arm of this Christ is going through time. And the hand is on fire. All right. There were 3 crosses of Christ in the Bible. One represented Satan, one represents Lucifer, the other represents the balance of the two. One holy dove is going out while the energy of Christ is going up. You are holding AAA. This is the master architect of a hologram. It's a mirror reality. It's not the real reality. You work with, and your higher self, your highest self, works with these gods that are invisible. If you read anything about the giant rats of Sumatra or the vampires of Sussex or Armenia, you will understand the giant rats and why MM is Mickey Mouse and MM and all that. You're connected to Mithra with the letter M, but you're an architect. You work with people who aren't, they see they see themselves, they are the scarecrow, they are young, they take on the sins of the world, and the Pinocchio reflects all that is false. So to be honest, I don't know everything right now. The 3 triangles, the 3 crosses, and the 3 symbols, and the hand being the hand of God. And when we see our God self within the mirror of other people in peace and balance, then we are no longer the scarecrow on the cross or the other. We become illuminated through the eye of the needle. This is the eye of the needle also. And the two rainbows upside down that makes you, these are 2 lower realms. People who do not realize who they are, and they say, yes, I am, no, I'm not. The scarecrow is scared of crows and isn't real and is only a carbon copy of what it was told. Which way do you go, scarecrow? Oh, maybe this way, maybe that way. Well, I was told this. And so the scarecrow adopts feelings, thoughts, ideas, everything from the world, has no idea who he is. Now, IF is infrared flux. It's a symbol of the sun. It is really goes into quantum physics. It's about electromagnetism that emits from the sun. And this is the Son of God. And then there's a moon here. And the hand of God being on fire and working with the gods. It's the most complex one I've seen. If you look, there's somebody asleep, and the cross is coming out of their third eye. And this is a human being who is asleep. You work with those people. Anyway, let me show you what I understand about what this is. So, the master architect, this symbol and then this symbol, and each which way makes a line that can be turned, and each which way it turns, nonetheless, they are in a prison. All right, it is a prison planet. Think of Azkaban. The top of Azkaban looks like a triangle. It goes down, right? So there's somebody who wrote a story about Sherlock Holmes, and Sherlock Holmes says, human beings aren't ready to hear about the giant rats. But when I investigated the giant rats, I was taken to fictional characters, and then I started matching the fictional characters with nonfiction and documentaries and all this stuff, and this is what I came up with. Why we keep seeing this white mouse. In the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, there are 2 mice, and the 2 mice are 2 young children. That's why you look like a child. The 2 mice are God. They can shapeshift, but there's always 2. One is a little girl. They can both turn into little girls, or they can both be mice. But that you have 1 mouse and 1 little girl, you're one of them. I don't know how, but according to your reading, you are. Anyway, So the two mice, they create realities. They create worlds. If you watch The Hitchhiker's Guide, they actually create worlds. These worlds are called the master architect. If you're the master architect, you often have this symbol or this symbol. It's the letter A. You create worlds in your higher self. Well, so here's what I learned about the giant rats and everything. There are human beings who are the original race of Adam and Eve. And they were never cut, Eve from Adam. Eve was never cut out of this Adam. So they have two souls. This is why the mice are always two. And they're white because they're invisible. They can shapeshift. And they live forever. According to the Sherlock Holmes story, which is fiction, he says people aren't ready to hear about these mice. But let's learn about it. So the mice are about a god and the body of a god. A body of a god is a body of time. These gods create worlds and they come up with different names. They are invisible, but they can become visible. The story goes like this. So you have the Mithra hat. So the god of Armenia is named Ar. In the mirror world, they flipped it around to call this god Ra. But that's not really the real name. That's the false name. The real name is Ar, from Armenia. So when you're thinking of a celestial ship of Ra, it's the ship of Ar. Why? Okay, well, let's go to Armenia and let's find out why. All right, so in Armenia, there is and think of the god Ra, that makes the word rat. In Armenia, there's a mountain called Mount Ararat. These are the giant rats of Sumatra. Mount Ararat is where they found the Ark. A-R-A-R-A-R-A-R. Mithra, it's funny how it's like the myth of Ra, but spell it backwards, it's R. Now, they say that the two mice are androgynous, but according to the Hitchhiker's Guide, they're two females. Anyway, that's just the Hitchhiker's Guide. According to research, Jesus' mother self-impregnated because the original race of Adam and Eve were androgynous. They self-impregnated. They didn't copulate. And so this self-impregnating male-female is really Mithra Mary. M-M. And Mary has the word R in it also. The opposite of Mithra. The mirror. So anyway, Mithra and Mary, androgynous, self-impregnates. And what I was told by Jesus is, hey, I'm a place. I'm not just a person. I can manifest as a person just like these two mice, but turn over a stone and there I am also. He says that. So anyway, these mice are the giant vampires of Sussex is what the story is they talk about. So when you think about Mithra or Jesus or Zoroaster, they all have the same story. They were all born of a virgin. They all died and resurrected. And they all said, drink my blood, eat my flesh, and live forever like a vampire. It doesn't mean that they were vampires, but I found it very strange that I found a church in Armenia of an old picture above the church of a rat biting a human. Why would a church have a rat biting a human? Like a vampire. It may be an allegory. So anyway, Mount Ararat. So Jesus spoke Aramaic. And in the Lord's Prayer, in Aramaic translation, he says, Our Father, Mother. All right, so the God R was always called Our Father. This is why Jesus said never to call anyone Father except for the Father in heaven, because it wasn't just R, it was called Our Father. Now, so when we're talking about gods, whether it's R, They are bodies of time. So R represented the sun. The female version of R was Haya. Later, she changed her name to Gaia. But Ha is earth and Ya is moon. So they were really places that represent the Trinity, which is the triangle that you're holding. R is the sun. You have A-R. A. R is the sun. Ha. There's the A. So it would look like this. A-R. H-A. Y-A. That block of cheese is A-A-A. A-R. H-A. Y-A. It's sun, earth, moon. You are an architect and we're of realities. They are the gods that create the world. You should really watch Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. So Haya was changed to Gaia. I wonder why it was changed to Gaia. Because it was changed to our Gaia, which is like our God. It kind of sounds like our God, doesn't it? So anyway, that's that. And the Ark was found in Armenia. And so the two mice that changed into little children, there's some secrets that we've forgotten for a long time, especially the power of your hands. You have fire in your hands. The picture of what you really look like. In the mirror, this is the Vesica Piscis, the eye of the needle. And then let's talk about this Christ energy. Okay, this is the story I was told on Gaia.com. So you can balk and go, nay, nay, nay. But this is what someone on Gaia who is a master of the net and as very powerful person said this about the three crosses. He said, Lucifer is called the morning star and so is Jesus. And so one cross represents a world or a mindset that reflects spirit. And the other is Satan. If you think about the story of Satan, Satan was the one who said you can have this whole world, the physical reality. This is flesh, or you can say physical reality. And spirit is about the unseen, and the flesh or the physical is about the seen. And so the battle between flesh and spirit is something that we've heard about forever and ever and ever. Lucifer hates the material world. These are often manifest in a human personality as very religious. They often have low self-worth. They are learning in this energy to not be ignorant, to balance, right? People who are Lucifer followers have a very good heart and good intentions, but they view anything to do with learning, knowledge, and the material world as evil. And so they're often hypocrites, hypocritical, or judgmental, because they don't understand. And they feel so safe here. And it's the false light. People who follow Satan are balk anything that if I can't see it, I don't believe it, right? And so they're often scientists, atheists, just, logical please don't shake the boat with a bunch of weird ideas that have you can't prove, blah, blah, blah type of thing. They're often in their head. So Christ represents the eye of the needle. And Christ is the morning star also that represents balance. We balance flesh and spirit. We balance our heart and our head. We cannot live without a body. And body cannot live without spirit. And so the story of Christ is about that we must have both. We can't just have this or that. It must be both. And I don't know if that's true, but that's the story. So Christ is always in the eye of the needle, and it's a mirror. And so the story goes like this. If you're this jerk over here, you're going to view your mirror. These people are going to aggravate you, and you're going to fight. If you look in the mirror and see a battle, see pain, see a scarecrow, then you have not succeeded in Christ consciousness. If you're over here and in the mirror you see these jerks and you're like battling them, fighting them, shaming them, blaming them, our world is out of balance. Everyone we see, we don't like them. Then we are polarized and we have not found our balance yet. But the cross in the middle is about if you can look in the mirror and see the God within you, and by extension within everyone you meet, then hip, hip, hooray, you made it. Hallelujah, you've made it through the eye of the needle. And so that's what your peace, that's my temporary explanation for you. Why does it say mead? Mead is a wine made out of honey. And honey comes from bees, and bees are the voice of God. But it may have something else. It may have another meaning. It may be M-E-A-D or D-A-E-M. So the Christ down here is putting the energy up here. And one is large, one is tiny, and one is here. But the eye of the needle is within you. Because even Christ said, the kingdom of heaven is within you. Well, it just so happens to be that you are one of the architects of the world. Arhaya. And now you're just like, what? And so now you know who you are. I hope I didn't offend any spirits, to tell you this, but that's basically who you are. And you create realities based on the compass, which is this symbol. And that's Thoth. Thoth is that also. So this symbol is the compass. And you might like to know that Azkaban looks like that. Azkaban is known as Prison Planet. You're the creator of prison planets. Ha 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 ha. So anyway, yeah. And a prison planet is always an odd number. So 3, 6, or 9. Well, 6 isn't an odd number necessarily. But the number 3 is an odd number. The truth of the matter is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. When we find our balance and we don't believe the prison anymore, we find 4. And this is Father, Mother, Sister, Brother, Spirit. And this is balance, but I don't know that for sure. John says that. Maybe the truth is the number 5 or 4.5, 4 3/4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and let's see. It would be 4.5. What's 4.5? 4.5. 4.5. Oh. 4.50. 4.50. is 3 into 4.50? As an architect, there's probably a communication to you here. And sometimes the communication is upside down. Let's see. There's mice inside this cheese. Now you know why Mickey Mouse is MM. Mithra and Mary. Now you know the significance of the cheese. Now you know why Disney World is so popular. Let's see here. Let's see what's going on. So there are these men. They're praying men. They're using their hands in a triangle. It's definitely like an upside down world. And there's somebody holding on to it with their big, big hand. There's hands. Ooh. It is just so incredible. So you have this horse or something here. Invisible flying horse. And let's go back here. And you have a little mouse right here. Blowing a flute. That's the Holy Spirit. So you bring the world of the... Okay, I know who you are. So what you do is there's people that are created. Okay, they say that they made us out of clay. So anyway, the Pinocchio, these people are asleep. And so the energy of you and this mouse and whomever else puts up a mirror to that world that reflects God. And it's up to people to see that reflection within themselves to make them into a real boy. And that is the symbol of Christ. And that's what you do. And it comes from your heart here. And you're near Mithra. You got the Mithra hat. You might like to know that Mithra cut a bull in half. There's some symbol that you were like a dragon that looks like a bull or a bird. It's a flying dragon. They say the androgynous ones lay eggs, and it looks like an egg. And they birth out of eggs, but we don't know that for sure. You have to astral travel there to know for sure. This is why your piece is so powerful, and why, so you're moving back to being able to hear and see who you are and step back into that power. I guess you came here as an earth angel to ring the bell of your heart so that people could look in the mirror of you and see God in some way. And if they can see God through what you write or what you do, then maybe they will become real and they will wake up. But it's incredible. It's probably more than I can describe to you. I hope you have an adeptness to be able to see the number 11, the lightning strike, Merkabah's You have a volcano there. There's all kinds of symbols that are speaking to you of who you are and what you do. Really, it's just an encouragement to keep going. Why is the holy dove always going down? Flying down? Flying down? It reminds me of a Liam Cohen song. He says, "The birds they sang at the break of day, come again, I heard them say, don't dwell on things that are passed away or what is yet to be. Oh, the wars, they will be fought again. The holy dove, she will be cut again. Bought, then sold, and then bought again. The dove is never free. Ring the bell that still can ring. Forget your perfect offering. There is a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in." I can't run no more with the lawless crowd, while the sinners in high places say their prayers out loud. But they've summoned a big thundercloud, and they're gonna hear from me. But ring the bell that still can ring. Forget your perfect offering. There is a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in. Your whole piece is about songs. That's funny. Birds show up as symbols all the time. I believe it's a Leonard Cohen song. It's called The Anthem. And it's about the holy dove. She will be shot again. There's the gun. There's the holy dove being shot. And bought and sold and then bought again. The dove is never free. But ring the bell that still can ring. There's the song. Forget your perfect offering. There is a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in. Oh, the wars, they will be fought again. The holy dove, she will be shot again. But I can't run no more in this lawless crowd, while the sinners in high places say their prayers out loud. Remember, Jesus said, don't pray in public. All these religious people pray in public. It's so funny. But they've summoned a big thundercloud. This is the cloud people. You know who's a cloud person on here? Queen Karma. And they're going to hear from me. Ring the bell that still can ring. Forget your perfect offering. There is a crack in everything. But that's how the light gets in. There has been a huge war lately. This is about a war. The holy dove. It's a war against the holy dove. And the holy dove is connected to the white mouse. Anything white is the white holy dove, the white unicorn, the white rabbit, the white horse. These are spirit. And so it's a battle of black and white, spirit and flesh, Satan and Lucifer. But it doesn't matter. They will battle until a crack. And their heart will open like a crack, like an egg. And the egg will crack open, and your heart will crack open, and you will crack open. And this Lucifer and Satan battle will crack flesh and spirit in half. But that's how the light gets in. The mirror cracks. And that's the symbol of Easter. The white rabbit, the cracking of the white egg, is finally the battle and the war of flesh and spirit cracks the egg open, and you begin to see God in the mirror of yourself and others, and then suddenly the holy dove, she will not be shot again. Here. Oh, you just had a huge cloud. These cloud people are showing up all over my art in the last 6 months. They look, Queen Karma sent me this picture. It's a cloud, right? She sends me pictures of clouds, and then if you take a picture of a cloud, we live in a dual reality. So if you mirror it, she sees amazing things, animals, gods, crazy things. And she has an afro that looks like a cloud. And every time I draw her, she's floating. She doesn't have legs almost every time. And she's always followed by clouds. So these cloud people, they're connected to the invisible world. And it's a battle between physical and spirit. And really, it's something that happens within us and without us. And we fight and we slap each other in the face, say, shut up, I'm right. No, shut up, I'm right. And one day, we take our shame and blame lion, put him up with both hands. I'll fight you with both hands behind my back. And we slap that effing lion in the face. We say, shut up, lion. Stop trying to fight the Wicked Witch of the West. Stop trying to fight the Tin Man. Stop trying to fight the Scarecrow. Stop trying to fight the world. Go through your 4th green heart chakra in Emerald City and scrub here, scrub there. You will clean away ignorance, shame, and narcissism. And then suddenly you become a horse of many colors. You're out of the woods, you're out of the wind, you're out of the light. Step into the sun, step into the light. And you wake up from the poppies, and it snows. And suddenly, what? You find out the great and mighty Wizard of Oz was full of hot air balloon, and you fly like a pretty little bluebird over the 7 colors of the rainbow, telling everybody, F you. No, you wouldn't do that. You just turn around and say, I love you so much. Thank you for all the lessons. Now, I'm going to go to a place where there's no more pain. Thank you. I will never come back here again, fortunately. Yes, so this is very good. So you guys, please follow Luna Tuna 777. It's a very great comment. All the people who are filling themselves with illumination, have the heart of a child. Let's follow each other, because we're gonna make a secret place. We're gonna do amazing things, and I want us all to follow each other. So this is Luna, and I'm gonna follow you also, Luna Tuna. For some reason, okay, I requested to follow you. So she says, the light gets in, but also the light within can be seen and shines wisdom to you. No, this is not a free reading. I do free readings every day for my subscribers. So it's like $5 to subscribe. And if I choose you, I give you a free reading. Otherwise, sometimes I give free readings to my non-subscribers, but mostly to my subscribers. And this is a paid reading. Paid readings usually last about an hour. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, thank you. I love you. Mwah. You're my angel. Just for that gift, I'm going to let you talk to Zoltan.
The stars will align under a summer moon. On that day, the answer will finally be yes.
Ah ha ha. For whatever question you have, right? So I do charge for this. If I had enough followers and I had enough subscribers where I made like a monthly income off of it, I wouldn't. Tiny man and tiny box is actually correct this time. That's funny too. Aw, it's being a jerk talk. Thank you. Oh, you're so welcome. Thank you for being here. I'll make sure I'm following you too. There, I'm going to follow you. Kelly. It's an amazing piece. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing your hand mudras. Listen for that bell and all the songs. And you're one of the mice. That's crazy. That's surprising and shocking, isn't it? So there's 2 rainbows upside down, and then the fingers make the rainbows this way. It's a upside down world that way, and then the right side up world this way. I want you guys to know that we're going to be having a live with John tomorrow. And John is going to teach us about quantum physics. We're going to be learning about runes. So I do see rune symbolisms in your piece. That's the crucible. If you have runes or rune symbols in your pieces that I've done for you, then you might want to come to this class, because we're going to learn about quantum physics and the ability to fly and a whole bunch of stuff. And then Monday is Mommy Day. This is talking to Stephanie and me. And it's a day where your inner child needs a mommy. We will be there for you every Monday at 4:00 p.m. Central. And then every Thursday, my daughter and I are going to go live. And in that live, if you feel like you were manipulated as a child by your parents and want to hear a perspective from a 21-year-old, then my daughter is going to talk about how she was raised and how she sees other people being raised by different parents and their ideals, and just kind of get into the nitty-gritty of living in her world in her head from her perspective. And we just talk about that. And that is at 11 o'clock every Thursday, 11 a.m. I believe no, I'm so sorry. It's 2:00 p.m. every Thursday, Central Time. Yeah. So we're going to be having programs kind of like a podcast where we talk about these things. And if you feel led to come, then just come. It's a wonderful time. We're all starting to work together and bring our voices together to hear what Spirit has to say. So I'm excited. What's the vibe, guys? Do we want to do a collective reading? Do you guys have a question? I'm going to tell you someone who's been on my mind. Princess Diana. I actually, before she passed away, did a reading for her. And then I did a reading after she passed. And every once in a while, it seems like her spirit comes to me and I want to talk to her. I don't know why. That was on my mind. And then if you guys have a collective question you want to ask, we can do a reading. But I was just want to put the vibes out there. What are you feeling as far as seeing what Spirit has to say about a particular subject? You're so welcome. Thank you for being here. And thank you for, you want to hear about what the new earth is going to be, like another earth? The reason I like to talk to Princess Diana, Lady Di, whatever you call her, she knew a lot. And she had a pure, authentic heart. And she tells us secrets. She told us some stuff about cloning. So there's certain people I like to tap into because they know stuff. Yes, Princess Diana, the last time we went live with her and spoke with her, she told us all we need to be scrying. All of us, number one. Number two, she showed the queen as a clone. And there's a labyrinth. And in this labyrinth, like a garden that's a labyrinth, are these clones. People that aren't real. The maze. Yes, the maze. All right, you guys want to talk to Princess Diana? I want to talk to her also. I saw her the other day and my heart went out to her. And I was like, oh, I miss you. So I didn't know her at all in my younger years. And I wasn't the type that looked at anything outside of my country. I didn't know anything about England, London. I didn't go into politics. I didn't care. But then on the astral realm, I met Lady Diana, Princess Diana, before she died. Oh no, it was after she died. And I was sitting in a restaurant. She sat in front of me and I was eating a sandwich. And I said, would you like to eat my sandwich? And she said, no, you feed my soul. And then after that encounter, I did a piece of art for her. And there was a lot of pain. And she basically said, we never die unless we choose to, from the spirit realm. Even if it looks like an accident or if it was murder, it doesn't matter. It was her choice. She couldn't handle it, this pain here. So anyway, it was very painful for her to be here. So she chose to go, whichever way it happened, whether it was murder or not, it doesn't matter. She chose to go. That's what she says. So I feel her, so let's go ahead. So she's actually answering one of your questions about this new earth. That's the new earth. There are beings that are wearing helmets. They're pointing inside an earth, inside. Let's go ahead and go with that. They're wearing snorkels. They're wearing snorkels and a mask, like they're divers. So let's just go with it, all right? Here is a planet. There's a person pointing inside the planet. There's a doorway. Let me get another marker. They are wearing snorkel masks with the snorkel that goes up over their face. Like that. And the other person is wearing one as well. With a snorkel like that. And they're underwater. Their hair is flying up. They're underwater. Okay. So let's just begin with that. Okay. There are literally 5 or 6 beings trying to come forward, coming forward to talk, and I'm I'm quite sure that she is right here. And so there's somebody else here. She's holding up this earth with her hands. And she has a pretty flower that looks like that. Her heart opens up to a doorway like a drawbridge. There's people inside. Somebody's in there. She's a queen. She's wearing a crown. There's a child in there, a little boy. We'll figure this out. Don't worry. I'm going to take it slow, though, because there's a lot going on here. I mean, it just keeps changing. There's a tornado. There's a hurricane. There's something going on here. There's a star set. It's something exploding, a planet exploding. And then I see death. And then there's a white egg here. Why are they snorkeling? What does this have to do with the inside of the world and under or inside an earth? And what is going on here? That's a doe. There's somebody else coming forward. A young boy again. But okay, so what she wants to tell us about is this new earth. About something about planetary alignments. There's absolutely a breaking off of a planet right here. You can see it. I've seen this. I assumed it was the moon. I didn't know what it was, but it's a planet exploding. And out of it comes this fire. Like this. Right? And then over here is she's holding another planet. And this one also has an opening, and out comes something. I guess that's the moon. It's the moon symbol. And that's a unicorn, actually. I see the horn. There's something that goes like this and swirls around. And there's somebody dead here. I'm seeing a battle. I'm seeing the D. I don't know if it means danger. I'm seeing things exploding. I'm seeing if we have our heart open and we're not thinking with our mind and we're focusing with the formlessness and spirit. See how the person is dead, but there's illumination yet still. If we are illuminated with our hearts, she's saying through her body language, if you follow inside her body, you go inside the heart, it's illuminated. You go up to this illuminated flower. And then this new earth is inside a place. It's inside the earth. Now, inside here is a king and a queen holding a baby. It really reminds me of the movie Tangled, where many of us were stuck in a tower and we were raised by jerks in a jerk world. And we didn't know that the flame or the light of the sun was part of our home. So you can see there's this princess standing here in a white gown, and she's pointing. And this is saying, go into the heart, because there's that same queen is right here also. There's 2 children. There's a little boy. I think she's still with her children. When we bounce realities, we're still with our family. We just we just didn't know we passed. So there's a place where she's with some man and they have children. She has 4 children. 1, 2, 3, 4. Anyway, you bounce your reality. She says it's like Mary Poppins. So here's Mary Poppins holding an umbrella here. And she said, you just go and follow the light. And then you go into this place. And then here is a person looking down. And they're wearing some sort of crown. There's a little baby. They're holding this baby. And the dad's holding a cute little white star up to the baby. There's the mother. There's the crown. She's seated there. They're both seated. Also reminds me of the story of Maleficent. Anyway, it's inside a place, and you can only get there through the heart. According to the snorkel people, I guess you have to go through water to get there. It has the number 19. And then this one has the number 17. And then what number is this one? Because if we know the numbers, we'll be able to connect some sort of dots here. Like any number that is a reflection of what this place is. Or where it is. We're given the letter A. Sam. This is where we are now. Many of us are in the land of Oz, like here. We're here, and we are going to bounce to the mirror arm or hand. It says Oz over here. This is the number 7. You guys know we live on the 7 continents, 7 seas, 7 days in a week, 7 colors of the rainbow. And then 22, 23, and then here. But I don't know why the 2 people with the snorkels, and I don't know why these planets are exploding, and I don't know why it says E.T. or E.I. And I don't know why there's someone dead there, like going through a hole. And what do you guys think? What are the vibes you get from this? I don't know what that is right there. They're people. Thousands of people. They want to go in, but they can't. You can only go in from the inside this way. You can't go in from the outside in. Her hand makes the Holy Grail. I get some good and bad vibes from this. I get moon energy. I get like our souls are helium, and they suck our souls into something like helium. I don't know, but she's giving us an answer here, and that is the heart. We go through the heart within us to the Holy Grail, bouncing like a thief in the night to this place. Now we are in the year of the water rabbit. Why these people have snorkels? Maybe there's some kind of communication that that there's a place under the ocean we don't know about, and it's a secret place, and it starts with the letter D, and people like Princess Diana live there. Now, I have done readings where I saw Enlil under the ocean, under a dome, under the ocean. I have seen weird, strange beings who live under a dome under the ocean. A giant dome, like really big. That's what seems to be said, that she lives under the ocean, and under a dome in another world. Dome. The head is your dome. And I don't know, it's like something's coming out of these planets. What do you guys think? Mariana's Trench. Oh, thank you so much. You get to hear from Zoltan.
My dear, I am sorry to say the future responds with a no. Please take heed to a faceless man's advice. Winners are not those who never fail, but those that never quit.
Sometimes he's a jerk. Thank you for that. Thank you for the gifts. I don't know anything about the trench. Y'all probably know more about that than I do, but here's what it is. There's two divers. They have snorkels. One says 17, one says 19. They're pointed inside a planet. Inside the planet is a king and a queen holding a little baby. And there's a lot of things going on in there. But there's the man. And they're holding a star, and there's this little tiny baby here. Fill this in so you can see it a little bit better. And it says Sam, and then it says A, F, and then there's a female here with a crown, like this. Like that. And then there's this older man here also. Right? And then there's souls wanting to get in. They can't. They're very upset. There's death. There's an egg or something there. This planet exploded. This planet exploded. Somebody's holding a broken egg here. And then so you go below the water here and all the way down. And then if you go inside this tunnel, you float up through the tunnel and then you end up in this other place. So you got to go underwater and then go this way. And then there's an angel that directs you or something. And then you go up here and you can actually go inside a portal that takes you in there. These people who are trying to get in there, they can't. They don't know how. That's what I'm seeing. Yeah. Oh, you're welcome. It feels like the story of a dream. I can't quite remember. Oh, and you also wanted a question for Tasha Abelar. This was a little more negative than I thought. But I want you to see how all these souls look like a Christmas tree, right? Or a Tower of Babel trying to go to God or something. But I will see, maybe I need to dream about it, but I thought it was going to be more positive, and I guess it is, in a sense, positive, but it's really explaining how to get to the new earth so that you aren't left, and this is a map. So you go down and you go here. Then you go up here. Mix the letter U. Like that. Is Princess Diana going to rebirth or stay with God? Let me ask. Oh, D for Diana. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking. She's saying, I'm Diana. D. She wants everyone to scry so you can talk to her. D. She's pointing to herself. I'm Diana. I'm here. Here, says here. Let me ask her if she's going to rebirth or stay where she is. According to her pictures of here, she never died. According to people who have rebirthed, your consciousness just goes to a parallel world where you don't experience death. So she didn't experience it according to what I see. How is she able to talk to us? I don't know. But she has her kids right there, and she has some other husband who also has children here. Let me ask her over here. Are you going to ever come back to this timeline? Maybe that's a better question. Are you alive in this parallel timeline, or are you a spirit? I don't like this. She said they ate my body. And she's putting her hand over her mouth like somebody eating. So where are you now? Isle. I-S-L-E. Why would they eat her body? What is that? That doesn't make any sense. Maybe we're not talking to her. I don't know. Tell me a little bit more about what happened, and then I don't know. Tell me. Well, are you happy? I mean, obviously you're still alive. You're here. What happened? And what they did, or what anybody has ever done, or whatever. You're the rebel. In the sense that you work for truth. So there's this tower that goes way up high, and it looks like the Eiffel Tower, but it goes way up high, like that. And I think that she's on the moon. I know it says Tortuga Isle and everything, but I've seen these towers on the moon. And I don't know, but that was Mary Poppins, and she's on a crescent moon. So y'all know this awakening gets stranger and stranger, right? She's holding the moon. There's a tower on the moon. A big crystal tower. Crystal tower. Here's the tower. There's the moon. I don't know where that place is. But she's okay. And there's some place underwater. It's inside. And I don't know, why don't y'all take a picture of it and meditate on it? Because sometimes I wish communications would come a little clearer. But I think that she's always told you guys, scry. All of you guys connect with her, and you're going to see things. You might see more than me. And you'll be able to talk and see and bring the pieces back together, because we were cut from being able to see. See that spot right there? It was a unicorn horn that looked like this, that used to be there. We had the ability, like a crystal on our third eye, to know everything. We were a collective consciousness. We didn't die because we were each other. It was like, and that was cut off. And then that cutting off went on to creating worlds. And see how it was cut off here? So this is why they wear cloaks. There's a secret that's being revealed here that I'm just not able to blah it out. But anyway, it says 007. We have to come like a investigator. We have to study and look and see what's going on, and we won't be deceived. So, oh, it's Spanish for Turtle Island. Where is that? Where's Turtle Island? We can look it up. My son had a dream and said that he was being chased for his unicorn hard drive. Yes, that's what I'm seeing. You guys asked me. We did a reading once where I said we were half animal, half whatever. And we had horns like a bull, like Maleficent. Some of us had a horn on our third eye. Some of us had horns on the side, but they were antenna. And we were able to use electricity. And there was some electricity that flowed through the earth, that flowed through our head. And we lost it. And there are beings that want to take our unicorn, like Voldemort ate the unicorns. Right? And then now she's saying someone ate my body. Why? Well, maybe she was Christ's blood. Because if you have the blood of Christ, Jesus says, drink my blood and live forever. Maybe she was one of those, if you drink her blood, you live forever. But I don't think that we die. I think that they have the ability to take our hard drive, our SIM card, and put us in another body and erase our memories. So there's a lot of truth going on in symbology here that it's overwhelming for me. I'm not really sure. Basically, she's saying E.T. took our unicorn and made planets out of that, like a false world out of it. Who are you in your new body? Oh, that's a good question. I do see somebody or something that looks like this. Uh-oh, let me get my other pen. It's an invisible looking. They don't have pupils in their eyes. I'll let you see it a little closer. Like this. But there's a mustache that goes down like this and then like this, like they're from Tibet. Like, I don't know, like this and then this. I don't know, it looks fake, like a robot. I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, she would show herself as not being that, but that's what she's showing herself as right there. She's showing this to us because that's what she used to look like. Now she's here, but then we see that. That's not a real human. That's a robot. Yeah, right? Usually when I read for her, she's like, get out your paper, keep reading, don't stop. We're going somewhere. We're getting somewhere, guys. You know, I just get this vibe. Just keep going. All of you guys become oracles. All of you guys learn to scry. Let's do it together. Let's find some answers. Let's figure this out. But more importantly, she says, none of this matters. She says, go into your heart. Let go of your past. Live in the moment. Don't look into yesterday. Don't look into tomorrow. Don't be addicted to information. Many of us have like a type 5 personality, including me, where we dig and 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 dig for the truth, and we never find it, right? And this digging is from a foundation of fear. We're really afraid, and we should be. I almost want to stand up on a rock and say, we should be afraid. I mean, come on. We were born lied to from the day we were born. Santa Claus, Tooth Fairy. You know, we were lied to about everything. We were fed poison. We were given chlorinated food. We were ignored. Many of us were treated like absolute garbage, like a piece of garbage. And some animals are treated better than us. We're the only species that has to pay for food and water. It's like, what? And then you get older and you start breaking out of religion where you're trying to be the good girl, good boy. And you're trying to be this good girl, good boy. And you're like, something's not right. I'm still not loved here. I'm still a piece of garbage. Why is it that? And no matter how sorry I am, how nice I am, how thankful I am, how magical and wonderful I try to make this place, no, there's something wrong. Whether it's illness or whether it's something. And no matter how much I try to go within my heart to be, happy, I open my eyes and it's like gunshots and screams and fights and all this. It's just like something's wrong. And you get to this point when you're just like, I'm going to dig and find out the truth. And this is where we are. And we want to find the truth before we go. So we don't go back into this cycle again. Wake up. Hey, mom. Hey, dad. I have no memory. I'm back in with the muggles. Back in with the munchkins. Lost my memory again. Have to do it all over again. Try to believe that all of this is real. Get treated like garbage again. Cry again. Learn again. Just to fall back down again. I don't want to do it anymore. And I think that's the craving in our hearts it began with Princess Diana. When that happened, we all started to really wake up. And then when the Twin Towers fell, then we were like, whoa. And then after that, it was just like, what is happening? We're trying to figure this out because we want to be a good girl, good boy. We want to bring heaven to earth. We want to love God. We want to love each other. We want to tell the truth. We want to be authentic. We want to know what it's like on the other side. We don't want lies anymore. Don't feed us lies. Don't make us drink lies. Don't blind us. Don't gag us. Don't tie us up, take us away and hold us for ransom. Don't kidnap J.C. Dugard, a little girl at 11 years old holding a pine cone, you and your wife, and then put her in the backyard in a tent for 18 years, sodomizing and raping her, and then go to jail reading the Bible. We're Christians now, while they're pooping and peeing in our septic system, and a part of their soul and their stinkiness is going into our water system, and we're drinking it. Really? We want the truth. Why is it okay for these criminals to get away with such disgusting things and we as the innocent ones are kicked around, said, shut up, be quiet, And we're trying to shut up. We're like, okay, we'll go within our heart. We'll pretend it's not happening. We'll turn our back to the wind and face the light. We'll ignore you. And we try to ignore. The next thing you know, people are impersonating you on this app, trying to make money in your name, trying to take information, and you report them 100 times, and this app does nothing. They just laugh at you. Knowing that there's criminals and thieves and liars, they do nothing. All they do is tell you to shut up. And I've shut up. I stopped shaming and blaming, And I don't like to look at negativity. I don't. I don't want to see it. I don't want to bring it into our world. I want to create and be the fun fairy person. That's who I am. But there comes a truth or a moment of truth where I'm just like, okay. You ask me why we search for truth. It's not because we don't believe in God or because we fell away from religion or we're fallen or we follow aliens or falseness or anything. It's because we've been lied to our entire life by people who called themselves God followers. And if those are the bad guys, then who's the good guy? And that's what we're trying to find out. And we want to get to the bottom of it because we have love in our hearts. We love animals. We love everything. We want to see that love. We want to see change. We want to sew up what has been ripped. We want to lick the wounds and go back to our original garden where we never died and we loved each other eternally, And And so if these people just keep kicking us and everything, I don't know. I mean, for me, I live in a paradise in my own world, but I can look outside my window and see people who aren't. And I have empathy, and I see how the powers that be kick us around and take advantage and double, triple, quadruple tax us over and over and over and over and whip us and whip us and whip us and whip us, and here's some poison and here's some lies, and we drink it and we take it. Do you love me now? No, I never loved you. I want you to suffer, and I want you to suffer and suffer and suffer. That's the vibe I get. And I want us to not be there anymore. And this is why we have our classes on Saturday. John is going to teach us, and we're awakening to how to escape. We're starting to see on the spirit realm. We're starting to see beings on the 4th and 5th dimension, and we are not battling. What we're wanting to do is find the bullseye, and that is, where is the true God? And if it's in my heart and I have to go within, yay. If I have to ignore it, fine. But I want to know if that's really what we should be doing. Because when I see things like this, it's upsetting. You know, she was a kind, good person and didn't deserve that. Of course, she said she chose to. I sometimes choose to as well. Because who wants to keep going round and round on the hamster wheel? It's going to get better. It's going to get better. Just wait. You're 20 years old. It's going to get better, I promise. We're just in Mercury retrograde. Now you're 30 years old. It's going to get better, I promise. We're just waiting for a couple of energies to open up. And you're 40 years old. You're still on the hamster wheel. Going to get better, I promise. I feel like I'm in the Hunger Games. Didn't President Snow say that hope is the only thing that keeps people going? Sure does feel like it to me. I'm hoping and praying that if I keep going, then it's going to take me somewhere. Come on, guys. It's like, you know. Yeah, just wait. Hold on, it's coming. I promise, like and share this video, and all that you've ever wanted is going to open up for you. You're going to see miracles, and you're just like, many a fortnight have I been waiting and waiting for a miracle. Alas. I think, it's just like, we need a hero. That's why I keep singing that song. Where have all the good men gone, and where are all the gods? Where's the streetwise Hercules to fight the rising odds? Isn't there a white knight upon a fiery steed? Late at night I toss and I turn and I dream of what I need. I need a hero. We need a hero. We need a hero. We need someone to stand up and go, hey, you, diminish. Hey, you, jerk, you've been feeding off of these little children and hurting people and being selfish and being, thoughtless, have no empathy, no conscience whatsoever. You go to sleep. You don't even think twice about harming people. Yep, gone. All right, guys, it's fixed now. You can come out and play now. You can be your child self now. Come on now. That's like, when is that going to happen? Oh, but wait, just wait. 50, 60, 70, 80 years old, and you're just like, I've been waiting for a long time. Under the umbrella of hope. Yeah, we're the hero. If we go into the heart, according to Princess Diana, we go through a portal. We're going to be okay. The eternal flower. You eat it, you live forever. There. Yes. Yeah, people need to stop having lots of children. That's perfect. I've had people wanting a reading from me who are like, well, should I, get rid of my child, or should I have this child? And, you should always obey your higher self, period. Your higher self knows the future. But there's a part of me that's just like, if children were loved and taken care of, and they have the technology to heal any illness. They do. And if we as children were important enough to actually heal them and help them, then, I don't know. All I know is I'm pretty tired. But we're trying to be the hero here. I'm trying to be a hero. You're trying to be a hero. Let's just keep going. And not under the umbrella of hope, under the umbrella of living in the moment. Not looking into tomorrow, not looking into yesterday. Keeping our childlike heart. And knowing a couple of truths that all of us know. There is no death. We bounce our consciousness. We just have to get really good at figuring out which timeline to go to. Because if we died, quote unquote died, with fear or pain in our heart, then maybe we were sent to a jerk world. This time, we're not having pain in our heart. This time, we are full of love and joy. This time, when our consciousness bounces, quote unquote death, we will go up, or we will go somewhere where the energy of our frequency mirrors a wonderful reality. I hope that's the truth. Key is creative visualization. I love that. Creative visualization has really helped me a lot too. You have to be creative. Visualize mandalas. Visualize portals. Visualize things when you're using your hands. This is the art of strengthening your spiritual muscle. Visualization is so important. You should practice it every day. Wow. That's true. You guys are speaking truth. This got me riled up though, didn't it? That's hilarious. I'm not a riled up person. I don't really think some of those things. But I think when we indulge in what she had to go through, we will pick up on that chaos, that pain. And it's always good to cut it off by going back to our little dancing ballerina and say, oh yeah, but I'm going to go create a piece of art now. I'm going to walk on down the dusty road and I'm going to go blow bubbles and I'm just going to live in the moment and feel really good, right? And I'm hoping that you will do that too.
I've looked 365 sunrises into your future, and the answer is no. Do not bother yourself with pleasure seeking. Seek only that which brings happiness. Happiness is all that truly matters.
Isn't that cute? I love Zoltan. Well, we'll see you guys again tomorrow at 2:00 p.m. Central with John. And I'm so excited about this class. I'm going to be posting a video. I think I posted a video on it. Maybe I didn't. Anyway, if you want to learn how to escape, John says he has all the answers. Oh my gosh. I went to his house on the spirit realm. There were people trying to find his papers. And we were hiding them. And so it's getting crazy. But tomorrow at 2:00 p.m. Central, we're going to talk about the escape plan. John has lots of answers for you. Bring a pencil and a paper. We hope to see you there. I'll see you and thank you guys so much for your help and your love. Have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye.